The floods came like monsters, not creeping but roaring. This time they descended upon the mountains of Guizhou, China. Fierce, unrelenting, merciless. What started as ordinary rain quickly mutated into a nightmare. In counties like Rongjiang and Leysan, entire communities were swallowed whole. Streets turned into rivers within minutes. Homes, cars, schools, dreams, all gone. Eyewitnesses described it as if nature itself had turned into a beast, unleashed and hungry. The sound of water crashing through alleys and shattering concrete was not just noise, it was a scream. No siren could have sounded loud enough. No barrier could have stood tall enough. The flood came fast, too fast. In Rongjiang County, water burst into neighborhoods without a whisper of warning. Some ran. Most didn't make it. Whole districts disappeared beneath muddy torrents. Lifeless bodies were later found tangled in debris. What unfolded wasn't just a disaster, it was trauma, live and inescapable. Xiaotang Yuan, a local resident, had just parked her car in an underground garage when the ground shook. Seconds later, water surged in. She scrambled out, climbed the roof, and started filming. It hit like a wave at sea, she recalled, voice still trembling. My car, my lifeline for 6 years, gone in minutes. I thought I'd die right there. Videos online showed horror in real time. Streets becoming rivers, buildings crumbling, people stranded on rooftops waving for rescue. Entire lines of cars, some with passengers still inside, were swept away. In some areas, the water rose to the 4th floor within hours. Ying Wu, who ran a small pharmacy, lost everything. No time to run, she said, wiping muddy hands on her shirt, tears streaking her cheeks. It wasn't just the shop. The water tore it apart. Medicine, equipment, gone. How do I rebuild this? Authorities called it a once-in-50-years flood. But residents weren't convinced. Many called it a disaster years in the making. Lin Xiaolong, a former provincial judge, spoke out. Blaming the rain is easy, but this was failure. Negligence, corruption, a lack of preparation. In the rainy season, people shouldn't be rowing boats down their streets. Reports revealed that several upstream reservoirs had released large volumes of water days before. The rivers swelled. Towns below were overwhelmed. Evacuation notices were issued, but for many, it came too late. More than 400,000 people were forced to flee. Schools became shelters. Families camped on hillsides, watching their homes vanish below. Bridges collapsed. Power lines snapped. Roads turned to sludge. For days, entire districts were isolated. No power, no water, no signal. And when the waters finally stilled, what remained was silence and grief. Among the most heartbreaking losses was the Rongjiang Village Super League football stadium, once a beacon of hope. A grassroots soccer tournament had turned the town into a rising symbol of community pride. Now it lay beneath 7 meters of floodwater. Only the top of the goalposts remained visible. Dreams, ambition, unity, all drowned. Guizhou had begun to bloom. New roads, thriving businesses, tourism, signs of a better tomorrow. All of it gone in a wave. And with it, the trust of the people in those sworn to protect them. Critics didn't stay quiet. Why weren't the reservoirs better managed? Why were warnings so late? Where were the promised flood control systems? Why does this keep happening? Experts have long warned. Climate change is making seasonal floods deadlier. But nature alone isn't to blame. Infrastructure gaps, overdevelopment, and political inaction are turning disasters into preventable tragedies. The government had warned of black swan flood events, rare, catastrophic. But this was no longer rare. This was the system failing again. Now comes the long, slow agony of aftermath. Streets caked in mud, homes unlivable, families digging through rot, children asking when school will reopen, elders searching for something, anything, to hold on to. In nearby villages, survivors gather nightly around radios for updates. These stories matter because behind every statistic is a human life, a dream, a future worth protecting. If this moved you, don't just scroll away. Like this video to honor the resilience of the people of Guizhou. Comment to share your thoughts or prayers. Your voice matters. And subscribe for more real, powerful stories the world needs to hear. Let's not just witness. Let's remember. Let's stand together. Thank you for watching.